In the past year, we've been really fortunate to have a lot of long-term rentals. But unfortunately, one of these long-term rentals that just ended was involved in an accident. So the guest that actually have this vehicle is actually in our current Scion IQ. She's been a repeat renter, and when she brought this vehicle back, you can tell it's got a lot of damage. Fortunately, this guest was super transparent whenever this damage initially happened. She said it was a hit and run, and if those of you guys remember the short that I recorded whenever we went out to go change the oil on this vehicle mid-rental, I pointed out all the damage and was able to see it firsthand. But now that the vehicle has been returned, I'm able to do a more thorough inspection on the damage. So in my professional opinion, that's damage and that's damaged. No, but seriously, this body line is ruined, and these doors can't easily be fixed, especially when they have this type of crease and damage. I'm not saying they can't be, but easily is kind of one of those things where it's going to take a lot of metal work, a lot of popping out, and maybe even some cutting out and welding with certain portions of the door to make this right. And that's going to take way too long. Now, in addition to this front one, this rear one also got crumpled pretty significantly. It has shifted the entire door backwards, so now that it actually overhangs this rear body line too. It still opens and closes, but not very well. Fortunately, the rest of the vehicle is actually in really good shape, albeit just very dirty, and the headlights do need a good polishing, so I'll knock that out as well. So you might be asking yourself, what's my plan of attack for these doors if they can't be repaired? Well, simple, replace them. In fact, I actually already bought the doors. Cool AC.
¿Qué pasó, amigo?
Aquí no más.
Okay.
Need a door for the Hyundai Elantra GT. Yeah.
What year is it?
It's the one you guys have is a 2016.
Which door you need?
The passenger rear door. Called this morning, verified it.
Okay, you're 16?
You may not know this, but I'm the best backer upper there ever were. I may be looking, this is a little different. You're right, we got a new fence, baby. Now we don't have to fight the door to get in every time. Watch the pooper scooper. So this is the front door, and typically they do come complete. However, salvage shops actually get really picky with what they give you. Like, they're not gonna give you this mirror when they can sell that separately. And the inside of this door did not come with the vehicle either. I had to transfer the other door insides to this one. Yeah! Now these doors are from a 2016 Hyundai Elantra GT, and ours is a 2015. Doesn't sound like a big deal, but sometimes these doors can be a little bit different depending on where they're from or what trim level they are. They could have entirely different wiring systems, as I found out with our green Mazda 2. I got doors from a identical vehicle, even the same color green, and unfortunately I had to change some stuff around. So hopefully this won't be the case. Now in theory, if I don't have to change any of the wires over, I should be able to just put the new skin on this one, put the mirror on, and then bolt this right up to the existing hinges. probably one of the easiest things to remove on a vehicle. It's no different from the doors in your house, just a couple of bolts that you have to remove to get the door hinges off, and then one little plug to disconnect, and that's it. It's always important to remember, go ahead and unplug your battery because these doors do have crash sensors in them, and if something goes astray, the airbags could deploy the next time you open your door. So now that the doors are off, time to put the new doors on. Now there are a couple areas behind the door where on this pillar we can see it's been damaged a little bit just from the door pushing into it. So we're gonna see if we can hammer some of this out and try to get it as straight as we can. That way when the door closes, we don't hear any wind noise. So as you saw, I did have to hammer out this hinge right here. This is actually the hinge off of the old door, so I didn't really concern myself with damaging this hinge, as the new door has the hinges still on it. I did need to push this up a little more forward, that way whenever we put the door on, it fits perfectly. Now, typically, this hinge actually ends up damaging the other door and bending this mounting bracket, but it did end up pushing in this pillar just a bit. So just a little bit of prying, just kind of hammering the area around to kind of push this back into shape. Now I've lined it up identical to the other side. Might have to do a little bit of adjustment on the new door, but I think this is going to be pretty good. Let's go ahead and paint up some of these areas where some paint magically fell off. Nothing crazy, not going for show car quality, just want to make sure that this chipped up paint area where bare metal is exposed, nothing ends up, rusting out. So I got both the doors on, but my work doesn't stop there. I still need to swap out this door panel because this one's really dusty, dirty. Truthfully, it's easier just to put in the old one. And one thing I noticed is that the glass, the window tints are completely different. I'm pretty sure that window tint isn't the same as the driver, and this rear one is really dark. So I think I'm just gonna swap both of those windows from the old doors into these. So it's the next day, and as you can tell, I'm finished. Almost. I've got a couple things left to do, like clean the windows, take these tags off, and adjust this rear door, because right down below you can tell it's not lining up with the front door at all, and because of this, it's actually not lining up in the rear as well. The way it's angled is causing this rear end to pick up quite a bit. The door still functions, everything works, and as you can tell, it's sealing properly, but it just has this massive gap, and it looks like the door's not closed. So the functionality is fine, but I can't let this fly. I'm gonna have to figure something out with this rear door to make sure everything lines up correctly. Now today is May 30th, and this video is actually going live on May 30th, because Aubrey really needs this video to go out so we can update you guys on this vehicle. But in the next one, I'm gonna explain how I'm gonna fix this, the final numbers of what we got paid out for this, and how much it costs to get this fix done. So stay tuned to see how this claim ends up working out, and as always, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and we'll see you in the next episode.